Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this little lollipop inspired plush. Fun fact that this was actually supposed to be a snail tutorial, but my like swirly twirly bit went a little bit too big, so I just transformed it into a, oh what's that, just a bit of fluff. Yeah, I just transformed it into a lollipop plush. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video.
So to start off with, I took some blue plush fabric, and this is the same fabric that I use in all of my plushes. It's the one by Shannon Fabrics, and it is the Smooth Cuddle 3. I went ahead and took my duct tape and just drew around the inside of that to make a circle. I then sewed this around using my sewing machine, leaving about an inch gap at the bottom. I then cut all the excess off and turned it the right size way around so that all the kind of plushy, fluffy side was showing. I went ahead and took small bits of stuffing at a time and just stuffed the shape very lightly so that it was nice and plush. I then went back over to my sewing machine and just sewed a like spiral shape, and this is where my plush went wrong. So I only intended to do one spiral but ended up doing like 5, and then I was going to chuck it away because I was like, oh man, I've just ruined it. But I carried on going. I sewed up the edge and thought, right, I'm going to make something out of this. And then I seen my pink plush fabric and I was like, that's it, I'm going to make it into a lollipop. So I went ahead and used the pink plush to make the kind of like stick lollipop. I just went ahead and drew out that on a like one side of the plush and then put it right sides together and stitched around that shape again. I cut off the excess and then turned that the right size way round, and then just stuffed it very lightly like I do on all of them, just little bits after little bit of stuffing. I then went ahead and turned the edges in on itself so I had nice smooth edges, and then just stitched that round with a needle and thread around the bottom of the lollipop bit where I sewed that bit shut so that all the raw bits were kind of hidden, if that makes any sense. I then took some mint coloured ribbon and just wrapped it around the lollipop stick using hot glue as I went swirling and twirling it around just to keep it in place. I basically just like swirled it around, glued a little bit, stuck it down, swirled it around, glued a little bit, stuck it down, and carried on going until I reached the top. Once I reached the top, I wanted to conceal the kind of like hand stitchingness part of that, so I actually used the same colour ribbon in a slightly thicker kind of size, and I just hot glued that to the top just to cover up all of those messy stitches and raw edges that I kind of had left. It wasn't too bad, but it wasn't 100% like neat to the standard that I like, so I just wanted to cover it up. I then took the same size as I used to make the swirly twirliness around the stick and just tied a little bow and sealed the edges with a lighter. I then hot glued that to the base of the lollipop and then took some tulip slick paint to paint on the face. I did start by painting the eyes on and then moved on to the mouth. I then decided I didn't like the eyes painted on so much and decided then to replace them with toy safety eyes. Because I'd already made the plush, I just used the technique where I cut the backs off and then just stuck them on with hot glue. I've not had a problem with this so far. I don't really, manhandle any of my plushies, so I've never lost one at all. But yeah, you just want to make sure they're really stuck on if you're going to be doing that. I then took some pink puffy paint and painted the inside of the tongue in a nice pink colour, as well as 2 circles either side of the eyes to act as blush. I then left all of that to dry.
So once all the face and everything was fully dry, this is what the little plushie turned out like. I think it's so cute, and I'm not even remotely annoyed that it didn't turn out to be a snail because I think that this is just adorable. I love the pink with the mint and then the obviously blue swirly twirly top because I think the pink contrasts really well off of the blue, as well as all the colours matching really well together. I don't know, there's something so beautifully and magical about this little lollipop. I'm going to pop this up on my shelf for sure. I just absolutely love how this has turned out. I think it's adorable. Oh my goodness, I love it. It also feels like a pen. Oh my goodness, I should make one of these into a pen. Mind blown. I think we've just solved the mystery that is a cute kawaii plushie pen. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help me along my way. It also helps me to gauge what type of videos that you guys want to see from me, and like, what type of videos. So if you like squishy videos the most, give them a like. If you like plushy videos enough, give them a like. It just helps me to know which order to place things in, how often to do my type of videos. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!